we increase some of these charges, now we talk about write-offs.
Mhm.
Take it from there.
Right, so you're not gonna get any more money from Medicare or Medicaid. So your write-offs will increase from that point of view. You will get more money from commercial and in turn from self-pay patients then in theory. So it really depends on what your payer mix is and how that will offset each other. But for certain payer groups, Medicare, Medicaid, your write-offs will go up, for sure. But if you have a higher commercial population, then that will make up for some of this lost revenue as well.
What about, you got some people that, are Medicare, because they've got 65, but they still have a company that supplies their insurance. Can they be billed more?
No. No, unfortunately.
So Medicare is the primary, and you have to bill them at Medicare rates, is that correct?
So if they are of retirement age and they are retired, and they do not have a spouse that works, that maybe is providing insurance, then yes, Medicare would be the primary. However, some people work past 65, they may have Medicare, but let's say they're still working full-time, and they have Blue Cross Blue Shield through their employer, then Blue Cross Blue Shield would be the primary, and then Medicare would be the secondary. So the theory is that Blue Cross Blue Shield would pay the full amount, or 90 to 100% of the charge, and there really isn't anything left over for Medicare to pay. Medicare wouldn't pick anything up secondary anyway, because if they're going to pay $362, but Blue Cross already paid $750, there's nothing left for Medicare to pay up. Blue Cross paid more than Medicare would have ever paid.
When was the last time the rates were increased in the county,
We think
2014,
2014 sometime,
which is,
or sometime just before.
September, I believe, is what.
It says September 19th.
So how often, in general, how often do counties redo the rates? Is that a yearly thing for a lot of folks?
Some clients will look at it yearly, some will do every other year,
Okay.
but it's not uncommon for at least it to be every other year.
Were you gonna be able to get those averages for what the other counties are doing? As far as,
For the treatment of transport and all, yes, I can, yes.
it's probably something we'll look at. We'll get those averages and then we can put that on the agenda for the next ambulance committee.
And if you don't mind, two different ways, the ALS versus BLS.
Sure.
If you can see what kind of,
Yes.
because I really think that's
Yeah,
very appropriate because of,
yep, I will
Skill.
figure out how many do two rates versus just a flat rate and then give you the averages. Sure.
Let's just say somebody called you and said, hey, I can't pay you $25 a month, and you say, well, we only can take 50. And they say, well, I'm sorry, I can't pay nothing. I mean, what do y'all do in that case? Y'all just stick to your guns and only
No,
take the
because
50, or
The
what?
payment schedule is the minimum amount that will be agreed upon is set by your agency to begin with. So if your agency says, well, try to get 50, but if they can only pay 25, we'll take 25, then we're fine with that. If the patient, if the county says we will only take 50 and the patient says I can only pay 25, then we would call the county and say, this patient wants to pay, they can only pay $25, are we okay to accept just that? So we would never just turn them down.
I will go back, one more question about the lift assist. Are there counties that say, Charles, help me on this one?
The cab does one free a month, 'cause I work there part-time, they give you one free at the same residence once a month, and after that, it's $125 a pop.
Okay.
Anything, is that never unheard of, or?
No, that's completely, because these aren't really billable, these aren't really payable by a lot of insurance carriers, so you're really free to set whatever boundaries you want around this. If you decide you're gonna do one free one a month, then we would just ask that you either don't send us that account, don't write anything up and send it to us, or somehow mark on there, no charge, free, whatever it is, so, and then we can even track it in our system that way.
That'd be,
How do y'all track that?
I don't know how he actually tracks that. I mean, they all go on ESO, so I don't know how he does that exactly.
Hang a little flag out of the house.
When you show up
First
the second
day.
time, you take the flag away.
That's a good point, though. If we could sell the flags too, we would.
Revenue source.
I do have a question, if you don't mind, about the ALS, just the ALS and the ALS 2. Are those billed out of what comes out of what is situ? Is it in narrative, or is it, I'm asking, when it comes to you, how do you decide? Because I see things all the time, and I'm like, who looked at the algorithm, X, Y, equals Z? Is that something that we make sure documentation is covered, or everything is not, that you have to go look for it? I guess my question is that easily overlooked?
So CMS says that there's a very short list of things that allow you to bill an ALS 2. It's 3 doses of medications and it's a few procedures. So any of those that the coder would see in the narrative, in a sequence chart, anywhere in the run report, they know that that would then trigger an ALS 2. Anything else that's just an ALS skill set, they are looking at everything in the run report from the very first patient, the date of service to the last period and signature at the bottom to find out if this is an ALS or a BLS run. So the documentation is important so that we're able to identify what was done, what skill set, what procedures, what medications, things like that.
Thank you.
and obviously, I'm sure you guys go to what we would call the treatment page.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, they look at everything.
Guys, if there's any more questions, chime in.
Chris, Dr. Thomas, Russell?
I would know where to start.
Is there a minimum time when you send out the bill? Is there, let's just say, a maximum time for people to have that bill paid off? Like, if they're saying, hey, I can pay it off, I can pay it off a little bit at a time. You say, no, you gotta have this paid in a year, or you have to pay that? Would that be up to us?
That would be up to you, yeah. It's like I said earlier, we have a service that it's an $800 bill and they're paying $5 a month, so it's gonna take them
So that's.
how many years to do. If you say, look, we wanna set it at, they have to pay a minimum of $50 a month so that it is paid off within a year, then we'll do that.
Be something for us to think about.
Right.
Because, like I say, $5 a month, we just do better just to write that off.
Yeah, we try not to set up payment plans for less than $25 a month.
This thing's more like 50.
That's up to you, you're the money guy.
County.
No, he's the county attorney.
Makes sense,
Well, but I think, yeah, and I'm like with what Melissa just said, with
but I
Candy.
think 25's better than that.
Yeah, and I see what you're saying, Chris, but it is
I do
one of those,
understand.
but again, that's gonna be up to you guys, that's not, that's what we're here tonight for.
Lord, I paid on that for 5 years.
For a single elderly person, now I'm for getting it as fast as you can too. But somebody, our older, single persons especially, the difference between 25 and 50
That's what you want to eat for supper.
could be
Mhm.
week's groceries.
Order medication. that they need.
Well, that's why I'm just throwing this out for y'all to
Oh, no.
consider, because, like I say, it's money that goes to all the county. The more we get in, the more we can look to buy another ambulance, get another food.
I know there'll be 3 or 4 questions we want to ask.
That's okay, you can call me, I got a long
I
drive.
don't have any further questions with anyone else, because other than thank you for coming. and
Sure,
explaining to
sure.
us.
Very informative.
Absolutely.
Very informative.
And we'll get those averages from
Yes,
you,
sir.
and that's something we can kick around and put on the next,
Yeah.
analyst committee agenda and go from there and start trying to.
I agree. I'm thinking 2019, how many times have I had something go up in that time? But since 2014, that's 5 years.
Mhm.
I mean,
Your cable bill's gone up.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Right.
So, yeah. Groceries, taxes,
Yes.
I mean, everything
Everything.
fast. That's just been inflation on life, so
Yes.
I think somewhere you need to look at that. Because since 2005,
Yes.
I'm just appalled.
And I think that if you go back to the citizens and say, look, we haven't raised our rates in 5 years, you know, and this is what it costs us to run the ambulance, and I think that if you're proactive about it,
And upfront.
And not try to hide and act,
Right.
like, you know, I'm so, hey, listen, you don't come in, you don't want to charge more than $10, it's not an issue, just want you to come in. It's a service, I mean, it's, you don't need it till you need it,
right,
and then you want it to be good.
yes, exactly.
I agree. I agree with that.
Well, I have nothing further. All right, we do appreciate your time.
Of course,
Yes.
of
Absolutely.
course.
Wonderful information, thank you.
Sure thing.
You got it, babe?
I am, Paducah, yes.
Well, thank you very kindly for coming. man.
Of course.
Absolutely.
If you think of anything else, really, it's a long drive, so call me.
Well, thank you so much.
You
Thank
stay
you.
around, we'll buy you supper.
It's already a three and a half hours, so,
Wow.
yeah.
Again, we appreciate you coming back.
Of course,
Sabotage is
if
fine.
you need me to come back, again, I'm more than happy to, just, let Courtney know.
Okay.
Oh, I took your paper, do you need it?
No, I can get
Can I
a
have
copy
it?
from him. Yeah, you can have it, that's fine.
Okay.
Because I know I'll be in contact with, Courtney, I was gonna be in contact with tomorrow, her and I spoke today.
Okay,
I have anything else other than, I would like to recognize that we have 2 new paramedics, Jaylene Johnson and Joey Pillow. They just passed their registry, so they're,
Oh, awesome.
I guess, are they on the road as medics now? or-
Joey is now.
Okay.
Joey's having to do it.
Okay. And they did that through Tennessee Reconnect, so the county actually didn't pay for
The school.
the school. We bought their book, the county bought their books, but they saved a lot of money doing it through that scholarship, on the Tennessee Reconnect scholarship. So now we've got 2 more paramedics that
Excellent.
ready to hit the road running.
Is there any way that we could get, either by grant from the federal government or the state government to, help us out where we get another ambulance, complete ambulance?
Well, I had talked to Dave about that, getting with Senator Pody. He's been doing a lot of, they got new grants coming out, and he talks about get with him with the grants that are available, because he can help a lot with those, and I have not reached out to him yet.
Well, they've
But
got, sorry.
we have applied for an AFG grant.
Right, yeah.
And that's still outstanding due to the government shutdown. We've been delayed on that, but they have within what?
September 30th, I got that email today from Jeff, he said they will have to have an answer by September 30th, so we'll get more on it.
So,
Through the state, for us.
Federal government shut down or county government shut down?
we're not there yet, Russell.
Well, I just, if we got a grant writer who is Upper Cumberland, it wouldn't hurt to just say, hey, whatever we can get, we can get.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with that
I
100%.
mean, because you guys are working a whole lot, and you don't, the average citizen like me doesn't realize how much.
And, and a lot of things that people don't factor in, since you're on the trucks, is the roads. We're not running, some of our roads are pretty, some of them are, I mean, how many are not paved roads?
Roads are they?
Well, there's paved and then there's
Tar and chip.
paved. I agree with some of the big critics of, maybe we need to schedule a ride along.
I know
full
something.
moon.
That would be a good idea.
Rutherford County got $17 million spent this year on communications because a commissioner and a deputy went to Hippie Hill
Mm.
Oh,
and their radio and cell phone was working at 2 a.m. one morning, and he wanted to call his wife to come get him. So
wow. I want somebody to come get me.
I've been calling SWAT probably to come get me, but, and then call my wife. But either way, I wanted to call someone. Yeah.
I can say this, from what I understand. Now, again, this is nothing written in stone as far as it's going to pass. I can tell you it's gonna be talked about, according to the state person I spoke with today, that they are looking into. And I know this is something they've been trying to make EMS services essential services for counties.
Mandated.
That is something that is at, from what I understand, or at least very close to the legislative, the state legislative body to be discussing. Again, I cannot tell you about passing it or when or what. I can tell you that it is being looked at the state level about making EMS essential services.
Did, the budget go up for EMS?
No.
The ambulance? I can't remember.
That's what it says.
The same amount of pennies,
Two.
239.
My apologies.
Thank you, Dr.
I
Thomas.
got killed, and we appreciate
That-
it.
That's fine, thank you.
There you go.
Y'all.
Well, we gotta make some more. It's got to figure it out.
Last
Just
thing.
keep jumping into it, like we have been.
My suggestion would simply be this. You guys form, when do the new committees come out?
October, but it'll probably be next October, about the way this runs.
Well, the point to that is that I think we need to schedule a meeting, whether it be next month or whatever.
Oh, no, we absolutely need
To
to have that.
have her information here present
Mhm.
to discuss. what
Look at the
we-
rates.
Yeah, look at these tonight and potentially, Chris, like you here too, obviously, to, again, go from there, set the rates, set the numbers. Okay, we'll do that. And go from there.
I don't know, nothing, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that I have learned a lot, from talking to different people. I've learned a lot from Tech. I just, we've got to get some more money for y'all.
There's a lot to it. There's just like Mr. Curtis said, he get on one truck and it's staff for an ALS call. Now, had something happen and he had coded from West to Trust Point, they couldn't even give him oxygen.
Is that option?
They was out of oxygen. What were they gonna do?
Well, just charge them, obviously.
I mean, really, what would they have done? Nothing. There would have been nothing they could have. There you go. That's exactly what it would have been.
They had to call 911.
Yes, sir.
And get
They
another ambulance.
called somebody
Yes, sir.
else to come get them.
They would have, you know who they would have to call? A county service.
Yeah. If they were coming through Rutherford, that would be,
Yep.
And what people don't understand about a lot of our calls that ties us up is probably 70% of the people we pick up wanna go straight to Murfreesboro.
Right.
So you're talking a 2 to 2.5 hour turnaround. When you only got 2 crews, people don't understand. You've done took 50% of your fleet, and it's gone to Murfreesboro, and you got 1 ambulance sitting there to cover 13,000 people.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that.
it's not 13,000 people, it's how many miles?
Oh, yeah.
Russell, what's the square miles of Kennet County?
Quarter mileage, I don't know. There's, I think, county roads or something like 500 miles.
It's a lot out there. I have nothing else unless you all want to entertain a motion to adjourn. I'll
Thank y'all for
give her a
inviting me.
form, so we can.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
It's probably gonna be something close to this date. Do you guys like meeting here, or do you prefer the courthouse?
I like this.
I mean, a lot better than.
Okay.
Well, we get into the fire board meeting on Monday night, and I think there's some